he is published extensively and also has a lot of clinical experience where he's trying to understand the mechanism of Alzheimer's disease. And I'm getting to this for the ketogenic is going to come back eventually. But so he tries to understand a lot of the underlying mechanisms for Alzheimer's disease. And in his clinical experience, he sort of sees there's subtypes of Alzheimer's where you can get like patients that have a really high inflammatory, where they've got lots of inflammatory biomarkers. They also have this high fasting blood glucose, and they're little like, high fasting insulin. But then you can get the same sort of metabolic effect where you have people that are kind of on the insulin resistant spectra, but without inflammation. There's that subtype, and then there's like another subtype where it's like, it seems like a big environmental component, like toxic stuff people are being exposed to. And that leads to a much, much earlier diagnosis in Alzheimer's and sort of different phenotype. But he has this really aggressive and very thorough protocol that's like on the individual level where people, he has tons and tons of biomarkers that are measured. One is the fasting blood glucose. It should be less than 5.5. Actually, it's HbA1c, which is a 3-month marker of fasting blood glucose. It should be less than 5.5. Fasting insulin should be less than 7. He's got your high sensitivity C-reactive protein should be less than 0.8. And then he has a variety of other inflammatory biomarkers that are also measured. And a variety of other things. He looks at a lot of different micronutrients. He looks at homocysteine. Homocysteine is really important because there's publications showing that if you lower homocysteine, it can enact. He actually published this in one patient. It reversed the hippocampal atrophy, which is kind of amazing. So there, it's not really known exactly what the mechanism is, but so that's something he looks at. And he does this diet, this whole lifestyle change. I mean, people improving sleep, exercise, and he gives them all sorts of vitamins and fish oil. But on top of that, he's this diet that it's kind of like to lower the inflammation and improve the